mean, there are so many great Jameis Winston quotes. We asked America to vote on their favorite Jameisism, and it's eating a W by 49%. We like them all. I mean, do you have a favorite?
America, thank you so much for choosing to eat a W, but unfortunately, the only thing that tastes good that day was the cocoa butter on my finger, because we did not eat a W that day, but I ate plenty of W's other times.
It was a big fight that day. It was a big fight that day.
It was a big fight.
Does that stuff just come to you?
What?
In the moment, just like all of your Jameisisms, it's just all right
The
here?
Wisdoms.
Man,
He ain't scripted.
It's God-given wisdom.
Yeah.
There it is.
You know, it's
Hey,
just,
by the
it's
way,
just
those
there.
of us who grew up in the East Coast, we don't cry about getting snow, dude, at all. The other way. Oh, the other way.
You know, I
Man,
love
you
that
got to
snow.
shovel your
When you move to
driveway.
when you move to the South,
Yeah.
you start crying about the
That's what I'm
snow.
saying.
Well, you have a way with words, obviously, so we're going to have some fun with it. We're calling them dropping Winsdoms, okay?
Yes.
So starting off, we got a bunch of big games this week, but we want to talk first about that AFC North, the game between the Steelers and the Ravens. Which team is going to eat a W in this one?
This is the AFC showdown we all have been waiting for, and I think it's going to come down to who dominates the line of scrimmage. I believe the Ravens will be snacking on a few W's in December, and I think they start off with Pittsburgh.
I think this is going to be a battle of the QBs. Lamar Jackson only 48 yards rushing the last 3 games. That's the worst in the 3-game stretch where he started. Hasn't scored a touchdown rushing or passing in those 3 games. Aaron Rodgers under 200 yards the last 3 games, 47% completion percentage. Last week, worst since 2020. Battle of the QBs.
Okay, Charles.
But here we go. Lamar Jackson, 20-4 the month of December. I got the Ravens.
Hey,
on
real
W.
quick on Lamar, right? You and I were talking about it earlier. Lamar Jackson this week got stepped on in practice on Wednesday, and he's been banged up a lot at the latter part of the season. So I think he took Thursday, hey, let me just rest and get my ankle better, get everything else better. Worked on Friday, no limitations today.
He'll be
Good.
A lot of noise about this game. There's been a lot of noise in Pittsburgh
Yeah,
about the
like
head
Tomlin.
coach. There's way too many good football players on that Steelers defense for them not to come together to play for Coach Tomlin. I'm going with the Steelers in a big upset.
Is this the last
go.
year we see Tomlin in Pittsburgh?
Maybe.
Okay. Eagles looking to get hot inside Club Dome on Monday night. So, Jameis, will Philly pop that thing in the oven against the Chargers?
Did you just pop?
An excellent
that thing.
opportunity they have to pop that thing in the oven.
Why don't you pop that
Talk
thing?
about
Show us how you pop that thing.
the patience, the consistency of Jalen Hurts and his Eagles. I think the temperature, they're going to turn the heat up. They got to turn the heat up after last week.
Yep.
But the temperature is going to
350
be
or 375?
just right for them to bake the Chargers on Monday Night Football. I'm a 375, you know, because I like to peek in that up and see what's going on. Then pop up out of there.
And I agree with you. I'm going with Philly. Look, the Chargers got a beat-up offensive line. We've been talking about it all year. Vic Fangio's defense gave up 280 yards in rushing last week. They were embarrassed by the Bears. They're going to come out with the purpose today to show why they're the defending Super Bowl champions.
And by the way, Herbert's going to go in this game, which is insane.
Insane.
And I have more on that on Fox.
That's a problem. Beat up offensive
Crazy.
line means
Yeah.
beat up Herbert.
Yeah,
That's
for
all
anyone
right.
that doesn't know, had that surgery on his non-throwing hand, but still an
This
issue
week.
there. Yeah, exactly. Saints Bucs, Tampa holding the slightest lead in the NFC South. Jameis, of course, we know you got history with both teams. Who gets the win
It's
here?
tough for me, but since we talk about bacon, how about us talk about the baker? Mayfield, that is. I see Tampa at home, man. They're playing good. Their defense is starting to turn up at the right time.
Yeah, having Bucky Irvin back gave them a big spark last week. Chris Godwin got into the mix. And then on the other side, no Alvin Kamara, your best player. He ain't playing. He ain't got no shot.
No Alvin Kamara for the Saints, and the Buccaneers have Vita Vea. That sounds like a problem to stop in the run right there. I'm going with the Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers. All right. Just last but not least, who is just happy to be playing football right now, Jameis?
You know, I'll take that answer. The New York Football Giants.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I heard
Your
there's
team.
a possibility that the East Coast is going to experience the worst, some of the coldest winters that we've had in a long
Polar
time.
vortex, Jameis.
Right.
And the New York Football Giants have a possibility to win 4 games in a row.
In a row.
After this, in a row.
Huh?
Possibly in some snow.
A possibility.
These are possibilities.
Charles.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm looking
New
at
York Football
the
Giants.
Cleveland Browns, and I think the Cleveland Browns, they have a chance to really spoil the seasons of a lot of teams that are coming up that are trying to make the playoffs. Kansas
And because
City,
of that guy right
Pittsburgh,
now.
and of course, the great.
Is he
Myles
going to
Garrett.
break? Is
Yeah,
he
he's
going to
gonna
break
break. He might break it
Strahan
today.
and
Yeah.
T.J. Watt's
Yeah, he might
record?
break it today.
22 and a half.
Yeah.
He's currently at 19 sacks for that single-season sack record.
I'm going with the Bengals. They're happy to be playing today because they got Joe Burrow back, and they were electric last week, only holding the Ravens to 14 points. When Joe Burrow's in the lineup, everyone in Cincinnati believes.
And T. Higgins also.
Now, that's a possibility.
Higgins.
That is
Yeah.
a
And that's
possibility.
a possibility.
That's a possibility.